So the second crop that we're looking at, following the 4R principles and developing best management practices for nitrogen fertilization, is spring wheat. And that's what you see in behind me. In this study, we are really looking at all four aspects of the trial. We are looking at fall versus spring applications. We are looking at band versus broadcast applications. We are looking at rates, and in this case what the rates we've done is we've taken a soil test and based it on a percent nitrogen in the ground, which at this site is about 22 pounds of nitrogen soil test. And we've taken that and we set our 1x rate at 150 pounds of N. So there's some relatively high rates going down here. So that's our 1x rate. The actual rates that we've looked at are 0, half x, 0.75x, the 1x rate are 150, then we bumped it up and gone 1.25, 1.5, and 1.75x. That was all put down as urea. In terms of products, what we've got in comparisons in here is we've taken the 1x rate, or that 150 pound nitrogen per acre rate, and we've applied it, as I say, as urea, or we've looked at Agrotane, Super U, or ESN. Agrotane and Super U are just urea that is treated with a liquid chemical that prevents gassing off of those products for either volatilization or for denitrification. So it's base urea with a coating, a chemical on it to help reduce losses. And we've either banded or we've broadcast those in the fall or in the spring. We've also looked at ESN. ESN is a controlled release form of nitrogen, slightly lower analysis than, slightly different analysis than urea. And the intent of it is to slowly release nitrogen throughout the system or throughout the growing season. So we are comparing it. So it is a kind of a slower release, not immediately available, but also would probably be available for a longer time throughout the growing season. And that's the intent of the study. Again, we are seeing visual responses to our rates. We are seeing visual responses to our placement. Not seeing as great visual responses to the products in this trial. And again, that could be a function of the year. We started out very, very dry. In fact, we went from snowfall to the end of June without seeing any precipitation whatsoever. Those are not the conditions that are conducive to gassing off of some of these products. But come back in the wintertime, we'll discuss the results and see if in fact we do see anything.